Kevin, have you ever had one of those moments where you realize, wait a second, today isn't just any day, it's a day history has been waiting to remind us about?
Oh, Bloom, you're hitting me right in the feels. There's something magical about knowing the same date on your phone's lock screen once held moments that changed the world.
And August 8th, oh, it's a gold mine. From Olympic dreams to the Beatles' most famous photo shoot, to a tech revolution that landed in our pockets. Today's timeline is stacked.
If you've ever smiled at an old memory or got goosebumps from a Where Were You When story, you're in the right place. Subscribe, not because it's a button, but because it's the key to unlocking a daily treasure chest of memories.
News and politics.
Let's start with a moment that had the world glued to their TVs. On August 8, 1974, President Richard Nixon announced his resignation, the first U.S. president to ever do so.
Yup, effective noon tomorrow were the words that shook America. After 2 years of the Watergate scandal dominating headlines, this was the final chapter.
Millions watched that address live, some in disbelief, others in relief. Whether you were a kid overhearing it from the living room or an adult who understood the weight of it, that moment stayed with you.
If you remember that day, or if you've heard family stories about it, drop them in the comments. I'd love to know how it felt in real time. Coming up next, a legendary Olympic finish, a blockbuster movie release, a music moment so iconic it's still on t-shirts, and a tech milestone that changed everyday life. Plus, a famous birthday reveal at the end.
Trebly Sports? Now let's run to 2008. Literally. On August 8, 2008, the Beijing Summer Olympics opened in jaw-dropping style.
The ceremony was breathtaking. Drums, fireworks, dancers in perfect synchronicity, and the Bird's Nest Stadium lit up like a dream.
This was the Olympics where Michael Phelps would go on to win a record 8 gold medals. It was a summer that redefined what human performance looks like.
Do you remember where you were when you watched that opening? Tell us, did you stay up late or wake up early to catch it live?
All right, sports fans, keep your sinkers on because we're heading straight into the world of cinema magic next.
Movies. On August 8, 2006, the animated film Barnyard hit U.S. theaters. Sure, it was goofy, but for many kids of the 2000s, it was a core memory.
Talking cows, a soundtrack that's stuck in your head, and that strange mix of comedy and heart. It's a time capsule of mid-2000s family movies.
If you were a kid watching this with popcorn on your lap, you probably still remember the jokes. All right, movie buffs, don't hit pause, because next up is one of the most photographed moments in music history. Music.
Get ready, Beatles fans. On August 8, 1969, the band took The Photo, the Abbey Road album cover.
Just 4 guys crossing a street in London, yet it became one of the most recognized images in music history. People still recreate it every day.
If you've ever done your own Abbey Road pose or wanted to, tell us in the comments. We might just feature the best ones tomorrow.
And keep your ears open. We're about to leap from music into a groundbreaking moment in science and tech.
Science and technology.
On August 8, 1991, the World Wide Web was officially made public by British scientist Tim Berners-Lee.
Imagine telling someone in 91 that this would lead to smartphones, streaming, social media, and even us talking to you right now.
The first webpage was nothing flashy, just text. But it was the seed for the most transformative invention since electricity.
If you remember dial-up internet, floppy disks, or your first AOL email, leave us your tech nostalgia story in the comments. Up next, we're taking a softer turn into the arts.
Arts. On August 8, 1902, the legendary American architect Paul Dirac... Wait, hold on, scratch that. I've got an even better one for nostalgia lovers. On this day, the Edward Hopper retrospective opened in major U.S. galleries in the late 20th century, rekindling love for his work like Nighthawks.
Those lonely diners, quiet streets, and warm windows. His art feels like memory itself.
Hopper's work makes you feel like you've been there before, even if you haven't.
Tell us, if you could step inside one painting for a day, which one would it be?
And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Today's famous birthday.
Born on August 8, 1937, the legendary Dustin Hoffman.
From The Graduate to Rain Man, Hoffman's characters have lived in our heads for decades. He's the kind of actor who disappears into the role completely.
He taught us that you don't have to be the tallest, loudest, or flashiest to leave an unforgettable mark.
If you've got a favorite Hoffman role, you know what to do. Drop it in the comments.
So, today gave us a presidential resignation, Olympic fireworks, a talking cow, 4 lads crossing a street, the invention of the internet, Hopper's Still Worlds, and Hoffman's magic.
If even one of those sparked a memory for you, don't just think, oh, that was nice. Lock it in. Hit that subscribe button and make this a daily ritual.
We'll be here tomorrow with more dates, more stories, and more moments worth remembering.
History isn't just the past. It's the pieces of us we carry forward.
See you tomorrow, and never stop asking, what happened on this